from this chapter. You can see the screen? Bolliye, can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is Lord Jagannath in Gundicha, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming for darshans every day with his associate. And one day he inquires from Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami. He says, Rasa Vishesha Prabhu Sunite Mana Hoila Ishat Hasiya Prabhu Swarupa Puchila. After taking his seat, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to hear about a particular mellow of devotional service. Therefore, mildly smiling, he began to question Swarup Damodar. Yadyapi Jagannātha karena dwarkaye vihar sahaj prakat kare parama udar tatapi vatsar madhe hoye ek baar Vṛndāvana dekhite tara utkantha par. Yadyapi Jagannath karena dwarkaye vihar. Lord Jagannath, he enjoys his pastime at the Dwarka Dham. And Sahaja Prakata Kare Paramuda, and naturally manifest a sublime liberality there. Tathapi, however, or still, Vatsar Madhe means the once in a year. What he does, he becomes unlimitedly eager to see Vṛndāvana. Vṛndāvana dekhite tara utkantha param. Vṛndāvana samai upavan gana kaha dekhi bare utkantita hoye mana. Pointing out the neighboring gardens, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, all these gardens exactly resemble Vṛndāvana, where all the areas surrounding the Gundicha temple. So he says that all these gardens exactly resemble Vṛndāvana. Therefore, Lord Jagannath is very eager to see them again. Bahire hoite kare yata yatra chala sundra chale aya prabhu chhadi nila chala. Externally, he gives the excuse that he wants to participate in the Ratha-Yātrā festival. So Ratha-Yātrā is Mahaprabhu saying it is external. But what is internal? But actually he wants to leave Jagannath Puri to go to Sundarachal, the Gundicha temple, a replica of Vṛndāvana. So externally, for others' benefit, he shows as if he is going for Ratha-Yātrā festival. But internally, he wants to relish the mellows of Sri Vṛndāvana. Nana Pushpa Udyane Tata Khele Ratri Dine Lakshmi Devi Rasange Nahi Lai Ki Karane. The Mahaprabhu inquires a very important question. He says the Lord enjoys his pastime day and night in various flower gardens there. The Lord stays there for at least a week time. So he does not come alone to enjoy the gardens and the surroundings. He comes with his elder brother Balabhadra and his younger sister Subhadra. But why does he not take Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, with him? But he leaves his consort Lakshmi Devi in Dwarka only. Swarup kahe suna Prabhu kara karana ihara Vṛndāvana kridate Lakshmi nahi adhikara. Srila Swarup Damodar replied, my dear Lord, please hear the reason for this. Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, cannot be admitted into the pastimes of Vṛndāvana. This is very important. That even though she is Lakshmi Devi, she is the goddess of fortune, she does not have the right, or she does not have the adhikar to enter into Vṛndāvana. Why? What is the reason? Who will reply? Here Mahaprabhu is saying that Lakshmi, Swarup Damodar is telling Mahaprabhu that Lakshmi Devi does not have the right to enter Vṛndāvana. Yeah. So who will reply? Bataiye, why she is not having the right to enter Vṛndāvana? Holy, it is not that you are hearing for the first time. The one hand is up. Manoram Prabhu, why Swarup Damodar Goswami is saying that Lakshmi Devi does not have the right to enter Vṛndāvana?
Krishna Prabhuji,
You are
Lakshmi
smiling
Devi,
as if you have the right. She does not have the right. Huh? You are feeling foolish. Boli?
Prabhuji, as she is the deity of Aishwarya, so she deals with Aishwarya. So that is why she deals with Aishwarya, Prabhuji, means behind this धन का देवी माना जाता है इसलिए.
Sorry? Please speak a little louder.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, am I audible now? Yes, Prabhuji, she is the deity of Aishwarya, means वो धन का देवी माना जाता है, तो इस कारण से I think she is not entitled to enter.
That means you mean that who are only very, very poor, who has no dhan can enter Vrindavan? Is that the right answer?
No.
Then, no is the right answer. Ravindra Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Gopis are alive only for Krishna, and the उनका जीवन जो है कृष्ण के लिए ही है.
बोलो. Okay, Ramya, you answer.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Goddess Lakshmi doesn't change her form into a gopi so that she can't enter into the Vrindavan pathway. Purnamasi advised her to change her form into a gopi, but she denied.
She says, no, I will not enter into Vrindavan by becoming a gopi. Okay, let us see what Srila Swarup Damodar and Mahaprabhu has exchanged. Swarup Damodar replied, my dear Lord, please hear the reason for this. Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, cannot be admitted to the pastimes of Vrindavan. Vṛndāvana Lilaye, Krishna Rasahaye, Gopi Gana Vina Krishna Haritena Ramana. In the pastimes of Vrindavan, the only assistants are the gopis. But for the gopis, no one can attract the mind of Krishna. Prabhu kahe yatra chale Krishna ragamana Subhadra aur Baladeva sangi dui jana. The Lord said, using the car festival as an excuse, Krishna goes there with Subhadra and Baladeva. Gopi sangayata lila hoye upavane Nigura Krishnera bhava keha nahi jane. All the pastime with the gopis that take place in those gardens are very confidential ecstasies of Lord Krishna. No one knows them. Ateva Krishnera prakatya nahi kichu dosha tabe kena Lakshmi Devi kare taro. Since there is no fault at all in Krishna's pastime, why does the goddess of fortune become angry? Swarup kahe prema bhutira eita swabhav kantera udasya leshe hoye krodha bhav. Swarup Damodar replied, it is the nature, it is of a girl afflicted by love to become immediately angry upon finding any neglect on the part of her lover. Kantera udasya lesha hoye krodha bhav. Hena kalik kachita yahe vibadhara tana suvarnera chaudola kariya rohana. While Swarup Damodar and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were talking, the procession of the goddess of fortune came by. This is on the date of Hera Panchami. Hera Panchami means the 5th day. After 4 days have passed and Lord Jagannātha has left the Sri Mandir and he has come to Gundicha, and as per promise, he did not return after 2 days. So Lakshmi Devi comes searching for her, and she was riding upon a golden palanquin carried by 4 men and bedecked with a variety of jewels. Chhatra chamar dhwaja patakara gana nana vate aage nache devi dasi gana. So the palanquin of Lakshmi Devi was also surrounded by people carrying umbrellas, chamar, whisk and flag, and it was preceded by musicians and dancing girls. Tambula samputa jhari vyanjana chamara sathe dasi shatahara divya bhushambara. The maid servants were carrying water pitchers, chamar, whisks and boxes for betel nuts. There were hundreds of maid servants, all attractively dressed and wearing valuable necklaces. Alaukik Aishwarya Sange Bahu Parivar Krudha Hoya Lakshmi Devi Aila Simadva. In an angry mood, the goddess of fortune arrived at the main gate of the temple, accompanied by many members of her family, all of whom exhibited uncommon opulence. Jagannātha mukhya yata bhritya gane Lakshmi Devi dasi gane kare bandhane. While the procession arrived, the maid servants of the goddess of fortune began to arrest all the principal servants of Lord Jagannāth. Lakshmi Devi's servants, they captured and arrested Lord Jagannāth's servant. Bandhiya anile padi Lakshmi racharane chore yana danda kari laye nana dhane. The maid servants, bound by the servants of Jagannath, the maid servants bound the servants of Jagannath, handcuffed them and made them fall down at the lotus feet of Goddess of Fortune. Indeed, they were arrested just like the thieves who have all their riches taken away. So when Lord Jagannath starts his car festival, he gives assurance to the goddess of fortune. He will return the next day. When he does not return, the goddess of fortune, after waiting for 2 or 3 days, begins to feel that her husband has neglected her. She naturally becomes quite angry. Gorgeously decorating herself and her associate, she comes out of the temple and stands before the main gate. All the principal servants of Lord Jagannath are then arrested by her maidservants, brought before her and forced to fall down at her lotus feet. अचेतन बत तारे करे न ताड़ने नाना मता गाली देना हांडे बचने. So not only that they are arrested and they are forced to fall at the lotus feet of Lakshmi Devi. So when the servants of Lord Jagannath fell down before the lotus feet of goddess of fortune, they almost became unconscious. They were chastised by the servants of Lakshmi Devi and made the butt of jokes and loose language. Very nicely it is saying, Nana Matta Gali Dena. So they were all very much chastised by abusive words. And Handa Vachane, various loose language. Loose language means all dirty and negative words were used for Lord Jagannath's servants. Lakshmi Sange Dasi Gane Pragalbya Dekhiya Hase Mahaprabhur Gana Mukhe Haste Diya. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate saw such impudence exhibited by the maid servants of goddess of fortune, they covered their faces with their hands and began to smile. Damodar kahe aicha mane ra prakar Trijagate kaha nahi dekhi suniya. Sarup Damodar said that there is no egoistic pride. Manera prakar. Man means the egoistic pride like this within the three worlds. At least I have never seen it or heard of it. Manini nirutsahe chhade vibhushana bhumi vashe nakhe likhe malina vadana. So Sarup Damodar is saying that normally when a woman is neglected and disappointed out of egoistic pride, man, she gives up her ornaments and morosely sits down on the ground, marking lines on it with her nails. Purve satya bhamara suni evam vidhama vraje gopi ganera mana rasera nidha. I have heard of this kind of pride in Satyabhama, Krishna's proudest queen. And I have also heard of it in the gopis of Vṛndāvana, who are the reservoir of all transcendental mellows. Iho nija sampati sabha prakat kariya priyara upayaya sanya sajana. But in case of the goddess of fortune, I see a different kind of pride. She manifests her own opulence and even goes with her soldier to attack her husband. After seeing the impudence of goddess of fortune, Swarup Damodar Goswami wanted to inform Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the super excellence of the gopis' loving affair. He therefore said, My Lord, I have never experienced anything like the behavior of the goddess of fortune. We sometimes see a beloved wife becoming proud of her position and then frustrated due to some neglect. She then gives up caring for her appearance, accepts dirty clothes, and morosely sits on the ground and draws lines with her nails. We have heard of such egoistic pride in Satyabhama and the gopis of Vṛndāvana. But what we see in the goddess of fortune here at Jagannath Puri is completely different. she becomes very angry with her husband and attacks him with her great opulence. Prabhu kahe kaha brajer manera prakar, Swarup kahe gopi mana nari shachadha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, please tell me the varieties of egoistic pride manifested in Vṛndāvana. What types of man is there exhibited by the gopis? Swarup Damodar replied, the pride of the gopis is like the river flowing with hundreds of tributaries. This is very technical. So he will describe this in great length about the gopis exhibiting their anger. We'll go fast forward. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is relishing this pastime of Lord Jagannātha, which is called the Vṛndāvana pastimes. Because Lord Jagannātha is in Gundicha. And in Gundicha, Srimati Lakshmi Devi is not allowed inside. And she comes searching, and what she sees, that she is not allowed inside. She has come out of the loin gate of the Simhadwar from Sri Mandir, and she will come up to the Ratha. When the Rathas are parked outside the Gundicha temple. And when she tries to enter Gundicha, the servants of Lord Jagannātha, they close the gates. And she is not allowed in. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking. Now, why she is not allowed? And in such haste and anger, what she does, she attacks the chariot of Lord Jagannātha, Nandi Ghosh, and even breaks some of the Ghosh. And her servants very severely beat the servants of Lord Jagannātha. And she gives warning. She gives a very severe warning to all the servants of Jagannātha that if you don't bring Jagannātha tomorrow, by tomorrow, you will see the consequence. You will not be spared, neither you will be spared, nor your master Jagannātha will be spared. And in this way, she threatens and she chastises and she imposes her impudence and she returns. That is on the called the Hera Panchami. It is the 5th day. Panchami means 5th, and Hera means is to go around or move about. She comes expecting that the next day Lord Jagannātha will come. Prabhupada says that when before leaving, what Lord Jagannātha does, as an ideal husband, he took permission from Lakshmi Devi to come out. And the permission has now expired because he has overstayed. Like you, if you travel out of India, so the place where you are visiting, you get a visa. And on the visa, number of days are mentioned. How long you can stay. But if you overstay, if you remain in that country for long, then there is some punishment, some penalty. So, Lakshmi Devi warns the servants of Jagannātha that there will be a heavy penalty, a heavy price that you have to pay if you don't bring Jagannātha. And in this way, in this angry mood, she comes, she chastises, she does the damage, and she returns. But when she returns, to her greater surprise, there is no response from the side of Jagannātha. Lord Jagannātha does not return. He does not return the next day. Rather, he continues to stay for next 3 more days in Gundicha, in Vṛndāvana. And after completing the 7 days of return, as I said in the morning, because he had promised his mother, Gundicha Devi. Actually, if you see, Lord Jagannātha did not appear in Sri Mandir. Lord Jagannātha appeared in the Gundicha temple. the Vishwakarma ji, who was scripting the deities, he was doing it where today is the present Gundicha. So he took birth, he appeared where? He appeared in the Gundicha temple. That is his birthplace. And of course, you all know his birthday is Snan Purnima. So he had promised his mother. So when Maharaj Indradyumna asked for that boon, that I should not have any son or daughter in my lineage, so that no one can claim that this temple belongs to them, because this temple is the temple of Lord Jagannātha. No one else can claim it. So Lord Jagannātha assured Gundicha Devi that because you are our natural mother, we have appeared in your place, so we will become your children. And every year we will come to you and stay with you for 1 week. This is mother's love. For mother's love, Lord Jagannāth, he did not care for Lakshmi Devi's threat. And he fulfilled the promise. He remained there for 7 complete days. And on the 8th day, when Lord Jagannath mounts the chariot, he returns back. He starts to return back towards Sri Mandir. And then you see the first stop happens at Mausi Ma's temple. That is the Ardhasini Devi. Ardhasini Devi. So next time when we go to Jagannath Puri, we will visit this temple, Ardhasini Devi. I was asking Devashish, where is this temple? None of us had any idea before, but now we got the idea. And next time when we go for Ratha-Yātrā, we will go for this Yatra, the Bahudā-Yātrā. You had been there before, na, Manoram? You and Dayashil once when you were in IR?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Huh? You were on the Bahudā there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So did you eat this poda pitha and that sharbat? Did you get that?
So he went in the evening, so we did not eat, Prabhuji. We did not get it.
Oh, they offered you, but you declined, huh? It was so. Or they did not give you.
We are not knowing, Prabhuji. Next time
Now
when
we
we
know.
go there.
Now we know. And now also I was contemplating in the afternoon, in the day. So this is the first original stop of Lord Jagannath, where Lord Jagannath gets, refreshments. And that is also the place where Lakshmi Devi has confidence in Ardhasini Devi. Because when she has any differences with Lord Jagannath, she comes and stays with Ardhasini Devi. So Ardhasini Devi, she fulfills her desire to feed Jagannath. Mausi, she is like mother, and mother wants to feed the child very sumptuously. So she had this desire of serving Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, and her desire gets fulfilled today. So she prepares many preparations, but 2 of the most important is this poda pitha. In the morning, I was mentioning that this is the original cake. This is the original version of the cake. And now we have so many others, fake. This is the original, and now what we have is all fake. It has all maida inside, which one cannot digest. But this is perfect poda pitha. It is made of rice, jaggery, coconut, and lentil. Oh, what is our chef saying? Ravindra Prabhu, how is poda pitha prepared?
Yes, bro, same things. Instead of jaggery, we use sugar.
You use sugar. No, but this time don't make from sugar. Okay?
Yes, bro.
You make it from, it is saying rice, that is the rice flour,
Yes.
and coconut, and jaggery, and some lentil means dal also is there. Some dal is also there,
Urad dal.
urad dal. And it is baked from one side.
Yes, yes.
It is baked from one side. So this is the offering of love to Lord Jagannātha from Mother Ardhasini Devi, and Lord Jagannath accepts it wholeheartedly. So he stops there, and she also prepares one sharbat. You find out what is that sharbat, how it is prepared. What I could make out, it was called Navar Pana or something like that.
Adharpana.
Adharpana.
Yes.
Adharpana is that which is offered to the lips. Okay. It is Adharpana. Okay. You have any idea what is the ingredient in Adharpana?
No, Prabhuji, they made it on the night, and whole night they are Lord Jagannath drink it whole night. In the day.
It is served in handis. They store it in handis, big handis.
In big earthen pots, like
Yeah. Handi.
when we are using this mridang na, mridang
Yeah.
जैसे ये बड़ा होता है.
हाँ, वही. वो handi बोल रखा है कि they were prepared in handis and served. So Ardhasini Devi's temple is somewhere where there is also the Samadhi Mandir of the Lord Jagannath Muslim Bhakt Salve. That Samadhi is also near there. It is said to be in between of Gundicha temple and also Sri Mandir, somewhere in between. So by the time Lord Jagannath is having his feast, his treat at his Mausi's place, the chariot of Lord Baladev and Subhadra, because they were already ahead, they reached the Lion Gate, the Singhatwa. And Jagannath's chariot, when it moves further from Ardhasini Devi's temple, it has another next stop. And that stop is in front of Maharaj Gajapati's palace. Today I was saying a little portion of Bahudā-Yātrā live. So there also we saw that Maharaj Gajapati was there on the chariot, and he was sweeping. He was sweeping with the golden broom. So Bahudā-Yātrā is exactly the same. Everything is, all the rituals and all the ceremonies are performed exactly like it is performed in the Rath Yatra. That is towards the north. It is called Uttar Vahini. But Bahudā-Yātrā or the return is called Dakshin Vahini. It goes towards the south direction. So in this palace of Maharaj Gajapati, there is a very, very important ceremony or a ritual that goddess of fortune also comes. She arrives. But in her heart, she is having so much of anger, and she is also having so much of jealousy that she has so much been neglected. Lord Jagannath did not care for her and abandoned her and left her. So she does not come in person. She does not come herself. So she sends her hundreds of maid servants and other servants along with the deity of goddess of fortune in the golden form. So a golden arch vigraha of Lakshmi Devi comes here, and Lakshmi Devi now sees Lord Jagannath after a long wait, after a long anxious wait. And the beating between the two is called Lakshmi Narayan Bheta. Bheta means meeting or milan. So on knowing of Lord Jagannath's arrival, Goddess Lakshmi Devi gets restless and anxious to see him. Gauging and comprehending her mood, the servitors take Subarna Lakshmi. So this deity is called Subarna Lakshmi, which is a representative deity of the goddess in the palanquin to the Bhet Mandap. So there is this place where this ceremony happens today is called the Bhet Mandap, where there is Lakshmi Narayan Bhet or Jagannath Lakshmi Bhet, from where she can see her Lord. And when she is coming towards the Bhet Mandap, Lakshmi Devi, what she has to do? She has to first pass through the chariot of Baladev. Balramji is there. But she cannot directly cross Baldev. So what she does, she is in the palanquin. She is in the palanquin, and not to see the face of Lord Baladev, what she does, she has this curtain. Her palanquin is covered with the curtain. And then she passes Balbhadra, and upon reaching the king's palace, Goddess Lakshmi is welcomed by Gajapati Maharaj. And he makes an offering of Dahipati Manohi. This is the offering. Dahipati Manohi, local language. And then she carries the Gajapati Maharaj. He carries the deity of Lakshmi Devi on his head towards Lord Jagannath to make their reunion successful. So Gajapati Maharaj has a very important role to play. The divine couple look at each other. Lord Jagannath gives an Agya Mala to the goddess, promising a return. So after receiving the Mala, Goddess Lakshmi circumvents the Nandi Ghosh, the same chariot which she has attacked and damaged. And then she returns to the temple. This celestial meeting between Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Jagannath is known as the Lakshmi Narayan Bheta. Perhaps this is Lord's way to tell his devotee that he is not any different from them. After the Bhet and the Nandi Ghosh chariot, Lord Jagannath resumes his journey from where it had halted. It had halted where? At Gajapati Palace of the kings of Puri's palace. And it resumed its journey from the king's palace to the Singhdwar, the Lion Gate, where already the two chariots are parked of Baladev and also of Subhadra. What is the name of the chariot of Baladev? Ganesh? What is the name of the chariot of Baladev? अगर आता है तो बोलो हाँ, नहीं आता है तो बोलो ना.
नहीं प्रभु जी, आई डोंट नो. हाँ,
जगन्नाथ जी के चैरियट का नाम क्या है?
नहीं प्रभु जी.
तो आप रथ यात्रा में शामिल कहाँ से हो? मनोराम, एटलीस्ट आंसर वन. Manora, what is the use of staying in Odisha? What is the name of chariot of Lord Jagannath? Pradeep?
Nandi Ghosh.
Nandi Ghosh is Lord Jagannath. Very good. And Baldev? Lord Baldev?
I don't know, Prabhuji.
You know. Of course, devotees from Odisha know. Dolamani, Dayashil Prabhu. What is the name of the chariot of Baldev ji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? Oh, she's playing. Well, I-
Yes, Prabhuji. Already Ramya told Prabhuji. So, but I know only Subhadra Devi and Jagannātha. I forgot about Baladev ji.
forgot about Baldev. What is Subhadra Devi's chariot called?
Prabhuji, Darpadalana. Darpadalana.
And it is called Talatwaj for Lord Baldev. So the two chariots are already there. The third chariot also comes in. But there is some confrontation again. Now Lakshmi Devi shows her true color. She allows Baladev and Subhadra ji to enter. But here now she is not in the deity form. She is not in the Suvarna Lakshmi form. She is in her original form. And she gets her servants to close the Simha. And Lord Jagannath cannot enter. Baldev and Subhadra and Sudarshan are already inside the temple. But she is not allowed inside. You remember when we went to Vṛndāvana on Maharaj's final journey? When we went to the temple, all the gates were closed. And the guard was not allowing to get in. You cannot enter. You have no right. So Lord Jagannath requests Lakshmi Devi to open and to enter. But she denies. He says, no. He says, why you need to enter here? And she says, why have you come back? You are very much fond of your Vṛndāvana associates. So remain with them. What do you have to do here? Why have you returned here? Better for you, you return from here and be with them where you are for entire week. You can enjoy with them. There is no need for you to come. And she lets the door remain closed. And then there is Lord Jagannath helplessly standing outside, waiting for mercy of Lakshmi Devi. And there is exchange. And he says, how much I love you. I cannot express in words. And in fact, I was wanting to give you some gifts. And the first gift he offers her is this Poda Pitha. That you please accept this Poda Pitha and give up your pride, your egoistic pride, and allow me to get in. But Lakshmi Devi refuses to accept Poda Pitha. He says, you take this gift and give it to your gopis. They are the ones who would have never tasted Poda Pitha because they do not know anything beyond milk and butter. Their society is all based on milk and butter. You give them Poda Pitha, they'll be happy with it. And in this way, she refuses. So there is a lot of exchange. There is a lot of quarrel also. There is actually like a fight. And one devotee was explaining. So there is two opposing parties. One party is from Lord Jagannath's side, and the other party is from Lakshmi Devi's side. And they both have this argument back and forth, again and again. And Lakshmi Devi, she accuses and she says that you are the greatest liar. You are the biggest liar. Whatever you speak, I will not believe it. Everyone knows that you are the biggest liar. And everyone knows that you are a thief. All your life in Vṛndāvana, you were engaged in practicing this thievery. From childhood to your boyhood, you were stealing. So you cannot fool me now. So you remain outside and you return. In this way, she again and again denies Lord Jagannāth the entry. And then Lord Jagannāth gives her another gift. What is the gift? The gift is of sari. You see how much I care for you, how much I love you, and how much I remember for you. So I have brought you this nice sari. Now you accept this gift and allow me to get it. But again she refuses and she chastises heavily that you are the same person who was there in Vṛndāvana. And in this way she keeps chastising Jagannāth. And then Jagannāth is also becoming restless. And she says that you are like your father. Like father, like daughter. Both of you are always complaining. You are always crying. You are always making so much of sound which is very irritating. Like your father is always agitating and irritating everyone with his sound. So are you. And when she hears this, she becomes even more angry and even more pain. And in this way, this exchange happens. And finally, Lord Baladev comes out from inside to see where is Jagannāth, why has he not entered. And when Lakshmi Devi sees that Baladev is coming, and of course she accepts the sari and she takes the Poda Pitha and she opens the Sindhura. So all of them are inside the temple now. But they have to go to their respective thrones. And for that they all assemble in front of the Garuda Stambha. There is Jai Vijay gate there, Jai Vijay Dwar. And again, Lakshmi Devi plays her trick. She allows Baldev and Subhadra to get in, and again the door is closed at the Jai Vijay Dwar, the sanctum sanctorum of the temple. You see, in Jagannath Mandir, still, Lakshmi Devi is not with the Lord Jagannath. She has a separate temple. She has a temple outside. It is separate. So, finally, after a lot of persuasion and humiliation, Lord Jagannath gives her Rasgulla. And along with the Rasgulla, he gives so much of nectarine words of comfort to Lakshmi Devi, and she becomes convinced by Jagannath, and she finally opens the door so that Jagannath can get it. So this is the pastime today of the loving exchange between Lakshmi Devi and Lord Jagannath. It's called the Bahudā-Yātrā. And it is said normally that she still does not allow Jagannath to get in the same day. Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra, they remain on the chariot today. Manura. And Lord Jagannath, he tells Lakshmi Devi that he is not just a Gwala, what Lakshmi Devi was just telling. What do you understand by opulence? You cannot understand opulence because you are a cowherd man. Your only opulence is milk and butter and some flowers, some forest flowers. What can you understand? So Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra today exhibits the most opulent and grandeur of their form, and he accepts the Shona Vesh to tell Goddess of Fortune Lakshmi Devi that he is the one who is the owner proprietor of all opulence. So in this way, this festival is observed today in Puri, and after 2 days, some places it is written mostly on Ekadashi day that Lord Jagannath will enter into the temple. So briefly we discuss what is this festival. So long festivity of Lord Jagannātha since Caitanya-caritāmṛta, almost nearly more than 3 weeks. And this very auspicious Lord Jagannāth's movement on the Ratha. It is said that whoever sees Lord Jagannath on the Rath, when he is coming from the Dakshin Vahini side, towards Sri Mandir, he has the audience of Lord Jagannath. Then he does not have to take Rath again. It's so auspicious. Hare Krishna, Shri Bahudā-Yātrā ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki jai, Lakshmi Devi ki jai, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. You want to share something, Dayashil Prabhu or Manoram? You were also there in that group, Ganesh? I don't think you were there. Do you remember something, Dayashil?
Thank you, Prabhuji. So many new things we actually learned. Many things we also don't know.
The Lord has given us signal that next time you come where? You come on the Bahudā. Next our Yatra, Jagannath Puri will be on this festival. We'll stay for at least 2 days. Let us see the Hera Panchami festival also, and also see the Bahudā-Yātrā. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.